Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so today's Sunday. It was church today. I got my shirt on and everything. So today, I learned the sermon, right? What we were taught is, well, first he started with a question. He was like, who do you think is the most controversial character in the Bible, right? And then there were some people who said, they were like Jesus, Peter, right? And then he said, personally, he thinks like personally that the most controversial character in the Bible is the Holy Spirit, right? And like I was thinking, I'm like, well, the Holy Spirit's not like a person, right? But actually, it's what did he say? He said it's a personal being, right? So it's not physical, but it is a personal being. So he began reading or teaching us what is the purpose of the Holy Spirit. He said 4 things. It was the Holy Spirit gives us power. The Holy Spirit teaches us. The Holy Spirit guides us. And then what was the other one, bro? Bro, I forgot. And wait, teaches us, or no, gives us power, teaches us, guides us, and then what do you say? I forgot the 4th one, but forget that. But yeah, so then he said the Holy Spirit is supposed to like guide us through life, right? And then to give us power, he gave us an example that Peter, right? He denied Christ 3 times, and then he spoke boldly, right? He had like the Holy Spirit allowed him to speak boldly, right? Like get out of his comfort zone. And then what else? Guides us, teaches us. Oh, teaches us. That one's like the way I thought of it was like, how like in Disney movies, like old Disney movies where, sorry, I heard something. And where it's like there's like an angel and then like the devil on your shoulder, and then like they're trying to convince the person that they're right, and then like they're like little guys on your shoulder. That's what I was thinking, right? So the Holy Spirit is trying to guide us into on the path, right? So my pastor Joseph, I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm still new to the church, but he said that the path God gives you is straight, right? And then the devil is trying to lead you off, right? So you're already on the straight path, but the devil's trying to like lead you off, right? As long as you follow the Holy Spirit, you're just going to go straight, right? And then that brings me back to the Leaves of Gold. Ooh, such a good book. Anyway, so this relates to this because it talks about choices, right? So I'm going to read this passage on page 179. And this is how it reads. It says, choices. All through life we must keep choosing. Destiny hangs on yes and no. As we look back, it is to wonder what would have happened if we had gone the other way when the road forked. So on life's bargain counter are wares piled up for the pleasing of all taste. We marvel that some eagerly select what we contemptuously reject. Our tastes are as various as our natures. How can nature originate so great a variety of patterns? We speak of the mass of mankind as if it was all one, but it presents a bewildering variation. Human beings are as different from one another as their parental influences and their environments and their personal natures are different. Flesh and blood can never be run in a mold of monotonous. Oh, wait. Bro. Hold up. If you can read it, bro. Someone please read that for me. Monotonous. Uniformity. All right. So the fascination of travel is in the endless variety of mankind that one encounters, more than in silent buildings or inarticulate scenery. The choice of personal associates is all-influencing choice. To go wrong here is the likeliest way to cripple one's chances of eminence or of a plain everyday success. A man goes into business with partners guilty of malfeasance, and they pull him down. A woman marries the wrong husband, and though her courage may keep her at the sticking point and may enable her to preserve the appearance of domestic felicity, all that makes for the ideal relationship is absent. The basis of happiness is not in things, but in people. Those of us who are thoroughly normal cannot get along with congenial society. The kind of persons we choose to be with is the first and surest indication of character. The worthiest must be uneasy and unhappy in the company of the worst, and the best will naturally seek the best. What a man chooses, he is. That's so good. So, right at the end right here, it says, a man is who he chooses, right? Is what he chooses to do, right? So again, this is saying like, you as a person, right? You are all, your being, right? You and your identity are all based on your choices, right? Because you can't be a nice person but also, like, how do you say, like a murderer can't be seen as a good person, right? Because they murder someone, right? That's horrible, and that's because of his actions, right? Just like how do you say, this is why we worship Jesus, right? Because he did no evil. We know exactly what he did. He did not sin, right? He didn't fail to meet the mark of perfection. And so that's why we look up to him, right? Because we know through his actions that he is truly God, right? He's good. And so what this is also saying is that the choices, right, that our destiny will happen through our choices, and that the Holy Spirit is gonna guide us through that as long as we listen, But yeah, that's good.